Welcome to the Properties to Profit podcast. I'm Michael, your host. Excited to share with you my journey from a six-figure job to building a successful real estate business. Each episode will explore various aspects of real estate investing, from wholesaling and flipping to managing rentals. I'll share the lessons and insights I've gained, aiming to help you avoid mistakes and achieve your financial goals. Expect guest experts, valuable tips, and practical advice to guide you on your own real estate journey. Thank you for tuning in. If you find any value in this podcast, please subscribe, share, and follow me on social media. Let's turn properties into profits together. Good morning, guys. Michael here with Properties to Profits. Guys, have you guys ever had a conversation that didn't go the way you wanted it? Have you ever walked away from a conversation with your significant other, a sales conversation, maybe in your management, and you walk away and like, man, that didn't go the way I wanted it. Maybe you got too emotional. Maybe you just reacted, right? There's a ton of possibilities why the conversation didn't work out. Well, today I want to talk about the power of pre-performance outcomes and how to win before you speak. I think a lot of us don't necessarily take the time to develop a winning process before we speak. And I want to take the time to really talk about that today. So what's the issue here? Most of us enter conversations unprepared. We are pretty emotional about these conversations. Mentally and strategically, we just haven't thought about what we want to say, how we need to prepare ourselves mentally. And this leads to a misalignment during the conversation. It turns into poor communication and relationships that can stall or break out due to this. And so what I've found is just taking a little bit of time, 30 seconds, a minute, to really set a pre-performance outcome before a conversation can create a ton of clarity for you. And what's this clarity going to do? Well, it's going to create a connection. It's going to set a direction for you. And when you walk into a conversation with purpose, and it can really change everything. And so I really wanted to take you through my framework of what I call the pre-performance outcome method. It's really just a simple 4-step process here. One, you're going to go into every conversation with an intention. What emotional outcome do I want from this interaction? 2, you need to have clarity. What do I want the other person on the other side of the conversation to walk away feeling, thinking, and knowing? Energy. How do I need to show up for this conversation? What tone do I need to have? What presence? What does my body language need to look like? And action. Once the conversation is complete, what is the next ideal step or decision coming out of this conversation? When you take 30 seconds to a minute planning out each meaningful conversation, whether it's personal or professional, and you go through the method of setting your intentions, clarity, setting the energy you want behind the conversation and what the next step needs to look like after the conversation, you can really get a better outcome. So use this in sales calls, team check-ins, hard conversations with significant others or your kids even. And debrief with yourself afterwards. How did you stay aligned? Did you get what you wanted? What could you have improved on? What you'll find is you get stronger trust and alignment. You have more influence and more confidence, less emotional reactivity, more leadership, your predictable outcomes because you've sat down and thought about what you wanted the outcome to be. And these conversations move the needle instead of circling back and forth and creating emotional decisions. Well, this will work for you guys too, because people will notice that you're intentional. It changes how you speak. You'll be more confident. You'll be focused, and others will receive you better. It builds an emotional safety and creates clarity, and that leads to better outcomes just in general. The lessons, guys, when you do this, you can win more conversations. It's amazing how many conversations I lose when I don't plan. Every sales call I've gone into where I'm just going to help my seller, it comes out a really good deal, and at the very worst case, a 5-star review because they're happy with how we treated them. And you got to do that with everything. Emotional clarity is a superpower, and relationships will start to thrive, and you'll have aligned energy and intent, not just words. I went into a conversation once with an employee, and I didn't plan how I wanted them to feel. And what ended up happening is that person just didn't feel very good and ended up quitting within 24 hours. That's how powerful these conversations are. And we don't realize how much damage as a leader, as a business owner, as a sales professional we can do when we aren't setting the right intentions, expectations, clarity around our conversations. So when you guys start doing this and making this a ritual, you'll see much better outcomes. You'll see your business start to soar and become what it's supposed to be. If you're a sales professional, you'll get better sales. And if you're a family person, you're a leader at home, well, when you're having conversations with your kids, the outcome will be better. When you're having conversations with your significant other, the outcome will be better. So, guys, takeaway is make this a daily ritual. You can use it in multiple different facets of conversation. Use them before every key conversation. Train your team on this framework as well if they're interacting with other people, whether it's salespeople, people who manage team, or even work on teams. It'll elevate community. It'll elevate the communication, the culture, and all of your closings. Start now and pick one conversation today to give this a try. Let me know what happens. And guys, remember, it's just 4 simple steps. Set the right intention, have clarity around the conversation. What do you want the other person to walk away feeling, thinking, and knowing? Energy. Are you going to be sad, mopey, or are you going to bring the energy through your conversation and you're going to show up? You're going to sit straight up. You're going to look them in the eye when you're having this conversation. And 4, what is the next action step to take after this conversation? Guys, I have found that this has helped me with all of my conversations from my relationship with my daughter, with employees, and in sales conversations. So there's somewhere in this process that you can add it to your day and get a better outcome and watch what happens. Thanks for checking in. Follow me on Instagram, RealEstateMike02. Thank you for listening to the Properties for Profit podcast. I hope you found today's episode valuable. If you enjoy the show, please subscribe and share it with others who might benefit. Follow me on social media for more updates and tips. Until next time, keep turning properties into profits.